What's up guys, it's me Deshaun and you guys already know the drill. Before we start this video, could you guys please make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, like, comment, subscribe. And if you're interested in helping us make more videos like this, please consider donating to our Patreon. It means a lot. Thank you guys. And with that, let's get into this video. Now, Bakugo is a very slept on character in terms of My Hero's story. He constantly wins the popularity polls, but yet there still seems to be a big portion of the fan base that dislikes or hates this character. A lot of people think of Bakugo as your stereotypical bully, but there's actually a lot more to his character. When I say there's a lot, I mean there's a lot, as in there are layers to his actual character. And today I wish to show you guys just how deep his character actually is. Of course, I'm not going to be able to cover everything that I want to talk about because, that would make this video an hour long. So for this video, I just want to specifically focus on how Bakugo is misunderstood as a character. Not only by his classmates and the other characters in the actual manga, but by us as the reader as well. And in order to change our perceptions on Bakugo and begin to fully understand his character, we need to understand why exactly he is the way he is. So, what we know about Bakugo is that he looks up to All Might, and he's even admired him since he was a child. And for some reason, he just so happens to hate Midoriya. And he comes across as if he's a bully. He's loud, he yells, and he's even a jerk. But to top it all off, he's also arrogant and overconfident. And you could basically see why nobody likes him, until you realize that none of these things are actually true. This is what society in My Hīrō Akademia made Bakugo out to be. And this is exactly why Shigaraki chose to recruit Bakugo out of everyone. Because just like those in the League of Villains, he is misunderstood. And society labels him out to be something that he's not. Before I really get into the meat of this video, I'd even say that Bakugo has it worse or had it worse than Midoriya. I know that sounds like a crazy take at first, but by the end of this video, you might actually agree with me. Bakugo breaks himself and wants to save the same society that doesn't accept him. Despite being labeled and even judged, he still wants to be like All Might and wants to be the pillar of peace for this world. And he will stop at nothing to achieve this absolute victory. But nobody will even understand that. Not even his own idol, All Might. And this is exactly how Bakugo paralleled Shigaraki, because society will never understand them. But despite all of this, Bakugo still wants to protect that same society and be a hero. Bakugo kid, that bundle of conceit. If that's what you want, then go on alone. I'm gonna beat that warp gate guy to a pulp. Still pulling that immature crap at a time like this? Besides, normal attacks don't work on him. Shut up! To be honest, I'm not a fan of yours. And I imagine the only reason you chose my agency is because I'm one of the top 5 most popular heroes, right? But you decided to draft me. Yes, because all I've had lately are little do-gooders. But you're the first in a long time who is a bit more ferocious. And my job as a hero is reforming people like you. As you can see firsthand, people judge and label Bakugo. And you can see why he'd get pissed because of it. Everyone here has a different story to tell, but we've all suffered. Thanks to other people. Thanks to rules. Thanks to heroes, we've felt suffocated. You, more than anyone, should. In a situation like this, why would Bakugo not side with the League? Why would he do this? And the answer to that is, he is absolutely determined to be like All Might and be the next pillar of peace. But unfortunately, those around him fail to see this. Even All Might fails to see this. During this moment, Kirishima automatically thinks that Bakugo's plan to attack Kurogiri is just more of his immature crap. But little did Kirishima know that Bakugo had a plan, and it was executed flawlessly. Bakugo even saved All Might through this same plan that Kirishima labeled as immature. All Might even called Bakugo a bundle of conceit, but little does All Might know that he is actually the cause of that, because the entire time Bakugo tries to be just like All Might, emulating his confidence, his smile, and his success. No matter how bad it looks, he always wins in the end. This overconfident attitude and this conceitedness is Bakugo trying to emulate his idol, All Might, because he's trying to be the next All Might. Make no mistake about it, I'm gonna take first place! Overconfident jerk. I'll be the one to crush him. Confidence, no. The old Kachan, he definitely would've been smiling as he said that. He's pushing himself, telling himself he can't lose. What a kid. You're going to be really something. Bakugo, kid, that's because you sure do smile when you're up against a towering wall. This entire time, Bakugo is trying to be like the one he idolizes, just like All Might. He's trying to be the next symbol of peace, but as he works towards that, he's only labeled by the same society he wants to protect and by that same idol. When Bakugo is serious, when Bakugo truly wants to do something and says that he's going to do it, people don't take him seriously and they call him overconfident. That icy bastard! No way I can measure up to him either! Ponytail girl said it all, really? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Why? You too, Deku. From here on, you hear me? I'm gonna beat you all! Enjoy your win. It'll never happen again. Damn it! Kid, let me tell you, that sort of self-respect is important. Without a doubt, you've got the makings of a pro. From now on, you just have to. Get off of me, All Might! I can't walk. Needless to say, I'll be a hero who surpasses even you! Oh, and he's back. Sure. I'll win. That's what heroes do. Despite trying to live up to the expectations of the Pillar of Peace, Bakugo is constantly ridiculed, and nobody understands him. But the big question here is, why? Why don't people understand Bakugo?
Let's not judge people by their quirks. It's a good lesson. I was raised that way too. However, there's a clear link between personality and meta ability.
We grew up in the same neighborhood, so me and Kachan were childhood friends. He was the fearless type, who could do anything, so he became the leader and troublemaker of our little gang. He wasn't bad or good, just full of confidence, and I admired him for that. But after his quirk manifested, he started down the path towards bad. People are not born equal. At the young age of 4, I realized that about our society. People are not born equal. Even the most gifted and talented people such as Bakugo aren't even born equal either. Bakugo tries to be like All Might, strong and full of confidence, so he can be the next symbol of peace. But his quirk, his explosive personality, makes it so that society will never understand him, despite him making the effort to do his job. His quirk is the reason why this All Might-esque confidence makes him come across as if he's a punk. Despite Bakugo being the perfect candidate for the Pillar of Peace, his quirk will always hold him back. What I personally like about this is the fact that Bakugo is a rival character, but he's almost written as if he's his own protag. And this makes him refreshing compared to other rival characters, but not just rival characters, but other shonen protagonists as well, because he faces real world problems. But despite how judgmental these people are, and despite how much harder society makes his life, he is determined to stand out on top and be the type of hero that he wants to be. A hero just like All Might. And this is exactly what Midoriya admires about Bakugo. Hurry. Go, you freaking nerd. I'll break and crack, even if it messes me up. I chose the path to victory, 'cause I just can't accept that even this ain't enough. I won't! Because he is determined to be like All Might.
It's 4-on-1. No way he can win, right? But look, there. Dodge, punch, then feint. See? He won! No matter how bad it looks, he always wins in the end.
Like I said, you'll never win facing him head on. Stop talking. I'll win. That's what heroes do.
Man, All Might's so cool.
Make no mistake about it. I'm gonna take first place! At times, society may crush his smile. Most people, when having their faces grabbed, would instinctively try to tear away. But this kid is dead set on beating me. It may even break him. I'll break and crack, even if it messes me up. I chose the path to victory. Bakugo will win, and that's because victory means a lot to him. Victory to Bakugo means to never lose. And as a hero, that means to never lose anybody. Whether it's class or training or whatever, I made a pledge. I will achieve absolute victory every time. We're taking this 4-0, no casualties. The strong don't settle for anything less. Because Bakugo will break himself so that he will never lose anyone. Because that is the type of hero he wants to be. At that moment, there were no thoughts. In my head, my body just moved on its own. Even when it came to someone that Bakugo hated, he still jumped in the way to save him. Even when it came to Midoriya, he made no exceptions. Now, I think it's about time we finally address the elephant in the room. Now that we finally understand Bakugo as a character. Why does Bakugo hate Midoriya? And the answer to that is because Midoriya is stealing Bakugo's life. Midoriya admires Bakugo, and through that admiration, he also decided to make All Might his idol. And it is through this same admiration of Bakugo and All Might, Midoriya would have most likely wanted to become a hero. And with Midoriya wanting to be like Bakugo, it would only be natural for Bakugo to want to take some responsibility for Midoriya's unrealistic dreams. Why? The best heroes out there, well, they showed signs of greatness even as students. Jeez, typical. Come on, say something. He can't say anything. He's so lame even as a third year. He still can't face reality. You want to be a hero so bad? I've got a time-saving idea for you. If you think you'll ever have a quirk in your next life, go take a swan dive off the roof. Normally, Bakugo wouldn't deal with Midoriya in such a harsh way, but everything that happened in this moment has been built up. Haven't you known him since you were kids? Yeah, you went too far today. It's his fault for messing with me. Seeing him full of stupid dreams like when we were kids just pisses me off. Midoriya is trying to steal Bakugo's life the entire time because he's trying to be just like Bakugo. And Bakugo hates this, describing Midoriya as a pebble in his path. But little did he know was that Midoriya was actually more than just a pebble, because now he is replacing Bakugo. Just like Kachan then. That's what Kachan would do. Those are my moves. Again. Taking a page from your book, Kachan. Horikoshi wrote his rival character in this manga like a shonen protag, and that shonen protag is slowly getting replaced. What dirty tricks did you use to do it, you quirkless twerp? I was supposed to be the first and only. My grand plans, you've torn them to shreds! Midoriya even stole his rival. Huh? Why are you in here? Prep room. Aw, crap. This is room 2. Hey, I get that I walked into the wrong room. But giving your final opponent the cold shoulder? What's the big idea? Look me in the eye, Two-Face! That Midoriya basically told me the same thing. He went out of his way to smash what was holding me back. You've been friends since you were kids, right? Was he always like that? Midoriya. And little did Todoroki know was that he wasn't always like that. That damned nerd! Who the hell cares? All his stupid speeches were all copied from Bakugo. But nobody understands that. Not even Bakugo's own rival. Your declaration of war was to the wrong person. And through Midoriya stealing Bakugo's life and his role as the main character, his reputation gets ruined. But you're already a celebrity, aren't you? The victim of that sludge incident. I'll have to ask you sometime, how does it feel to get attacked by villains on an annual basis? Despite trying to be like All Might, society will always try to bring him down. I can't watch this. Hey, that's not the way someone who wants to be a hero acts! If you're so much stronger than her, just throw her out of the ring and finish it! Stop toying with the poor girl! And even Bakugo's idol has the wrong idea. I'm sorry. You too are only a boy. Being a hero all these years has taught me something. I love to win, just like you, Bakugo. And like Midoriya, I strive to save those in need. But little did All Might know was that he mixed these two up. I never felt good about this myself, which is why I never told you. But when the urge to win is stronger than the desire to save, I tend to run my mouth a little more without thinking. In this situation, Midoriya was the one who was fighting for the desire to win. And All Might thought it was Bakugo. I love to win, just like you, Bakugo. And that is why Bakugo slapped All Might's hand. Just like the rest of society, Bakugo's own hero doesn't even value him. The very man who Bakugo looks up to looks down on him. All Might does not take Bakugo seriously because he thinks Bakugo is throwing another temper tantrum. This is no different from how he didn't take Bakugo's speech seriously and how nobody took him seriously at the sports festival, taking him for a joke and referring to him as only a boy. Just like how Kirishima labeled one of Bakugo's plans as immature, All Might has labeled Bakugo as a child, and that is no different than how anyone else sees him. No different than everyone in this judgmental society. And just like the society in My Hero Academia, as the viewer and reader, we are no different than them, because we as well judge Bakugo. After all, we are that same society. When we are first introduced to Bakugo as a character, most people do not like him because we assume that he is a bully. And by the time he tells Midoriya to kill himself, we've already judged that character, despite us having little to no context about why he would say that to Midoriya.
Let's not judge people by their quirks. It's a good lesson. I was raised that way too. However, there's a clear link between personality and meta ability.
But after his quirk manifested, he started down the path towards bad. Bakugo's quirk is also a leading factor as to why he is so ruthless. And when you take into consideration how he has a bad history with Midoriya, it would only be natural for him to explode and say something that he shouldn't have said. But despite Midoriya stealing Bakugo's spot as the main character, despite how much society will try its hardest to bring him down, despite losing his rival, and even despite being misjudged by his idol, Bakugo will break himself and stop at nothing to be a hero just like All Might. Now before I officially end this video, I'd just like to say one thing. If you ever feel like Bakugo, or if you might even have a friend that might feel misunderstood like this, maybe their parents look down on what they're doing, or their hobbies, maybe your friends are judging you, hell, maybe the majority of people judge you, I'd just like to say, don't give up. Because that's not something Bakugo would do, and I don't think that's something you should do either. Now with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, never fold, be like Bakugo, and with that, I'm out.